Hey Jack, how you doing? Do you want to go see that new AI is going to take over the world meets time travel meets school shooting, don't do that, meets Sam Rockwell in a wig, meets Michael Pena, meets guys in pig masks shooting stuff up movie?
Oh, is it directed by that guy who made the second best Ring movie?
Absolutely.
Then let's go.
All right, I'll get the keys.
Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is my favorite movie of the year so far.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
that's a bold statement. You see a lot of movies too.
I do, and I've seen great movies such as Project Hail Mary and 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, but just something about Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die really got to me. But, of course, it's also a hilarious, fun, epic movie.
Yeah, I am not gonna disagree with you on any of those points. I I don't know. I got to think about that for a second. It is probably one of my favorite movies of the year so far. I had such a good time with this movie, and
Yeah.
well, wait a minute. First of all, who are we?
Well, we're Jack and George, and this is Jack and George Watch Movies.
And I'm George, that's Jack, and we watch movies,
Yep.
and then we kind of talk about them, right?
Yeah, you can find us on most podcast sites.
Yeah, you can give us a follow on the old Apple Podcast, ye old Apple Podcast, as they used to say in the Middle Ages, or Spotify.
Yeah, only
And
thing that you see on Spotify is podcasts.
that's it now. There's no music anymore. It's
Yes.
just podcasts and War of the Worlds. But
Smart.
I know I am. So are you, though. Especially since you enjoyed this movie, because this is a
Very social commentary kind of centered movie. But the thing is, it has a lot of fun. It goes to kind of some wild places with social commentary.
It definitely has a message, and that message is it could be like it could almost come across like we're being preached at, but because the way that the information is delivered, it never feels like we're being talked down to or anything. But I think that there is definitely a bit of like oh man, if we don't make some changes, we're screwed.
I mean, yeah. The thing is, if you see the trailer and if you see marketing, you'll probably think like, oh, the main message is AI. But it is, definitely. But I think it's kind of more of a play like on our modern world, like how we are living right now.
Yeah, the AI and our relationship with technology is really just one of the pieces of this movie, right?
Yeah, there are many other pieces of the movie
I mean,
that...
I guess you could argue that is sort of the prevailing idea, is the detachment that we have from other human beings right now.
Yeah.
Do you want to do like a quick summary of the movie, Jack?
Of course I would. So, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is about a man from the future who goes to a diner in LA, specifically Norm's, and he has to recruit a group of people who are going to save the future from an AI that is being made that night, and they cross over some crazy shit.
What is amazing is he has done this hundreds of times already.
Yes.
Right? Like he is, and they're quick to deliver this message that he has somewhere in this Norms, which by the way, the bigger, better breakfast combo at Norms is still one of the most amazing things the human race has ever created.
Yeah, I've never been to Norms.
We should go.
Yeah.
We should go and maybe hope that Sam Rockwell will show up.
Well, are you going to join him?
I mean, if he asks me, right? Because that's sort of the key, isn't it? He has found out that somewhere in the combination of the 30 people that are in this Norms, there is the perfect mix of people that will help him save the world. So he has tried over and over again. And he's got sort of like a fail-safe time travel device, right? That brings him back.
If you watch the trailer, you probably think that's a bomb. Because, he states it in the trailer.
Well, he says it's a bomb, yeah.
Yeah. The funny thing is, it's not like a big reveal that it's not a bomb. He just literally shows it happening casually. And that's the thing about this movie. It's just kind of wild and goes places you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, I think, the trailers were kind of like from the quirky mind of Gore Verbinski, who directed this movie. And to me, Gore Verbinski, like, the thing he was known most for me were like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. So, at no point was I going into this going like, oh my gosh, we're seeing like something that like a Charlie Kaufman movie or something off the wall that's super, super creative. But everything about this movie was a really, really fun and cool surprise. And it all came together, man. What was your listeners, we do letterboxed reviews, and Jack is known for his sort of really quick one-line letterbox reviews. What was your letterbox review?
I just put "We Are So Cooked" because.
Are you serious?
That's literally the movie.
Do you know what I put?
What?
I put "Wow, we are so cooked."
Well, I mean, that's the thing in the movie. We are so cooked.
We are the consistent message that's delivered in this movie is, we're screwed. We are fully on a. The commentary, in this movie, do you want to talk about, like, the high school?
Yeah, so they do this, there's side plots for each of the characters that come along with him on the journey. And there's like three major characters that come along. There's one story with this school with these school teachers who are dealing with kids on their phones.
Who are depicted as being just like teenagers in this movie are depicted as being absolutely horrible. Like there's one subtle scene where Michael Pena, who plays one of the school teachers, is looking over a teenager's shoulder, and she's just watching like a TikTok, and it's kind of like even a harmless TikTok. She's watching people dances, and she leaves the comment like, "Gonna kill you, bitch."
Yeah, it's so weird.
And he's like, it's like jarring to him. He's like, whoa, what the hell?
And then he distracts them, and all the kids kind of turn to mindless zombies with their phones.
Right, and that gets revisited,
which is more of the most obvious commentary, but there's a lot more.
Yeah. Now, for me, one of the things that really, really came across was how they handle the idea of school shootings in this movie. And I mean, you're 13 years old and you're in middle school, and you regularly deal with drills.
I mean, I have never had a lockdown before. Right.
But it's in this movie, they're treated as so commonplace that it's almost like you first see it in the scene with the teachers where they're like, what's going on here? Like, oh, school shooting. And then they get released later on. And then another one of the characters that we revisit via these side stories is a mom who loses their son in a school shooting.
Yep.
Is then told by other parents that you can go have him cloned. Mm-hmm. And as a result of that, she's plugged into this network of parents who they've lost multiple kids in school shootings. And it's just this sort of common thing that happens, and you just go and you get them cloned. There's one couple that has done it so many times that they've just decided to have fun with it this time.
Basically, they're like, oh, she's a little bit racist.
They made her, because you can control the genetics in the clone, they made her super tall, a little racist. They made her a Muslim.
But they're not Muslims.
But they're not Muslims. And they're just like, you got to have fun with it, right? They're going to just shoot themselves anyway, you know?
Yeah, and it's such a silly but very alarming commentary.
Yeah, it is, and it all culminates in this sort of this continuing quest, and there's so much, like, we usually get into heavy spoiler territory here. I kind of don't want to. Like, I think there's enough big twists in this movie where I'm kind of like, just go and have the experience with it, and I would really, really hate for anybody who has not seen this to have anything ruined if you haven't.
Yeah, that would not be great.
Now, one of the things we also do, we ask questions specifically about these movies. They're sort of like overlying. Now, let me ask you, Jack, do you think this movie cares more about being fun or sending a message?
Oh, it's kind of hard, but gotta be honest, I'd say being fun, because the messages are like played as fun kind of things. They're very serious commentary, but they're played as like silly and over the top.
That is such a good point, because you're absolutely right. These are really, really tragic things and very, very powerful themes that this movie is playing with, but at no point is it ever taken too seriously. Yeah. Like, you will have in one scene the a very, very tragic thing happening to a person, and then in another scene there's like a minotaur creature with humongous testicles.
Yeah, that's literally what it's like.
I agree with you completely. All right, now here's a question about the pace of this movie. Do you think this movie would work if it slowed down at all?
I don't think so, gotta be honest. It's high-paced action.
Is that why you enjoyed it so much?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of nonstop. Like, they're moving from... and the thing that I felt was great about that was, at no point is it too much. Like, at no point... Like, everything still makes sense, right? Yeah.
I think my favorite, like, part of the, kind of action set pieces they have is the one with, like, the guys in the pig masks that work at Best Buy.
That was so, like, what an interesting little side quest there, too. Like, these guys who work at Best Buy were just given, like, it's, like, not even a lot. It's, like $13,000 or something.
I think it's $50,000, and Sam Rockwell literally says... $50,000 is like a life-changing amount of money for someone with that job.
With the job at Best Buy, right? Yeah. Okay, now let me ask you: is this the kind of movie that you think you'll always remember, or that you just like enjoy right now in the moment?
I think it's a fun in a moment movie. You can watch it. It's very rewatchable, I'd say.
Right.
Like, the twists, of course, won't hit as hard, but you can still enjoy the great action and the fun characters. Speaking of which, this movie's got a great cast of characters.
It's got a tremendous cast, and everybody does a really, really good job. And at no point, sometimes you meet characters in movies, and you're like, oh, I know everything that's going to happen with this person. That doesn't happen in this movie at all. Like, people are introduced good and then get bad. They're introduced bad and then get good. People are introduced good and stay good. It's sort of a constantly changing movie.
It's kind of crazy.
Well, what worked? What were the things that really came together for you?
So first off, I think the movie looked amazing. There was some really cool lighting effects, especially with like the night. The night looked really cool.
Most of the movie takes place at night. The main kind of adventure. Yeah, I agree. I thought the movie looked really, really good. It wasn't like effects heavy.
Yeah.
But what was there was kind of great. Especially at the end when we meet sort of the AI.
Yeah.
I love the representation that they have, and
it's a great look.
The poor kid who they say has never not been in front of a screen. Like I was just like, we're gonna be seeing more and more of those kids, to the point where, like, when he is turned away from the screen, he just loses it. Right?
Yeah, he literally like gets knocked out.
Yeah. What else? What worked for you?
Of course, like I said before, the cast is great. The acting's pretty good, especially Sam Rockwell. He's great.
Yeah, I kind of just want to sing the praises one more time of this story. I think that I agree with you completely. I thought it looked really good, but I thought that this script was really creative.
Yeah.
And very, very timely for what we're currently dealing with right now. We're
Yeah.
now. Why? When I say that, why do you think that is a?
It has, very good commentary. All the characters deliver the lines very well, and it's just a good script. It's got good dialogue.
But in relation to kind of what's going on right now in the world, what was the takeaway you had from the movie? Like, what were the things that you felt stood out as far as like what we're dealing with in the world right now?
So, of course, you mentioned this earlier. The school shootings was definitely a thing. The AI, teenagers on their phones. Then there were some things I kind of noticed. One thing is, parents kind of sometimes try to mold their kids into who they want them to be.
Oh, all right. So that's interesting. So which story point are you relating that to?
The clone one, where what also do is with school shootings.
Because in that, when we mentioned it a little bit earlier, when your child dies in a school shooting, you can go get them cloned and you can kind of pick what you want them to be like, right?
Yeah.
And so you feel like that was kind of the parallel there was parents wanting their children to be different?
Yeah.
In what regard?
I actually wouldn't say like parents want their children to be different. More like parents want them to be the same, kind of like what they want to be. Like, of course, the that conversation she has where they're like, "Oh, we made her Muslim." Like, if in real life, if the girl knew about the decision, she might not want that. She might not want to be a little racist or be Muslim.
So even taking like the autonomy away from their kids, like, right? Like not giving them the choice to be who they want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really interesting. I kind of, one of the things that I thought was, again, kind of funny is that you can, if you don't want to pay a lot, your kid will state commercials.
Yeah.
Like, and her son ends up kind of like harping on a specific type of apple juice or iced tea, right?
Yeah.
And she keeps on buying it for him and everything. Yeah, I know. I love that, Jack. I'm so glad that you kind of saw into that, because that is definitely something that, as a father, like, we think we have an idea of what we want our children to be like. That might mean an easier life for them. And this was a mother who was literally confronted with like, pick whatever you think would be the best version of your son, and the options were so limited. Remember, it was like, what's his personality like? And it was like snacks or plays sports.
Yeah. It's so weird. Like, but it's really good commentary on that. There's also there's a part in the movie where there's like a freaky ass cat horse monster with like huge balls.
Out of nowhere, that's like, yeah. But they manifest it, right? Like, they bring it into existence.
They're like, oh, it's like a bunch of kittens and all that. And like, I was thinking like, oh, that's a reference to like ChatGPT prompts and how like they like feed it into something and it makes something out, but it might not be, that good.
Yeah, you can't get it right. I think they even say at one point like terrible prompt or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that as smart as artificial intelligence is being purported to be, it's probably always going to screw things up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really, really good point. All right. Well, let me ask you this. What didn't work, Jack?
Ooh, there is a bit of stuff. First off, I feel like it dragged on for just a bit. Like, I feel like some of the character stories were a bit too long. Like,
how long was it?
2 hours and 17 minutes.
2:17. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I don't feel like it felt that much.
Yeah, it didn't feel like too long, but I feel like they kind of, I don't know, dragged out a bit with the, I gotta say, I don't know if the AI, like, school kids needed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could have been, like, a little, like, scene with them, and it would kind of be, like, a surprise.
You think that they could have, like, the whole, teenagers on their phones, like, that was a long sequence, you're right. That whole sequence was sort of like, like 15 minutes and for little payoff. Like there wasn't really a whole lot of revisiting that. It was just like hammering home the like teenagers are zombies when it comes to their phone thing. Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point.
But gotta be honest, I don't really know anything I really disliked about it that much.
I can't think of anything specifically that I would pull out or adapt from it. I had kind of concerns with where it was going to go. Like I remember, and we talked about this a little bit after, where it seemed like the ending was very, very like storybook, right? And then they kind of subvert your expectations on that.
We won't spoil it.
We won't spoil it completely, but yeah, just know that like, it's without a doubt not a happy ending, or at the very least like. But at the same time, I never felt like it was like sequel bait or anything either. You know, can you think of any other movies that reminded you of this movie? Like the tone or the way it moved or anything?
I think the closest thing to me, gotta be honest, would probably be Everything Everywhere All at Once. Just the balls to the walls movie that's very bold.
I would agree with you on that, like kind of nonstop. There was aspects of it that almost reminded me a little bit of Fight Club for some reason. Not the content so much, but just the way the story is told. And there were a lot of similarities, like the movie Miracle Mile, just the whole like diner person with a secret coming in and rallying troops together.
Yeah, World's End.
World's End, right? Yeah, that's actually a good one. It was tonally, it was very similar, like that type of kind of frenetic comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. So all in all, give us a rating.
So, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is a super fun, epic movie with a lot of social commentary that's played in over-the-top and fun ways. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10.
A 10 out of 10. You heard it here, folks. You know what? I'm going to give it one tick lower than that, only because it's so hard for me to give. And this is just like, I don't know. It's like cynicism or whatever. It's so hard to give something a 10 out of 10. Even though I'm hard-pressed to think of anything terribly wrong with this movie, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And I'm going to say that I had an absolute blast watching this movie. All the performances are great. The script is great. The delivery is great. There's very, very few scenes that I feel like didn't work. Maybe a couple jokes land kind of with a thud.
Yeah, but some of the jokes are...
But for the most part, yeah, this movie was absolutely great. Worth seeing it in the theater? Well, I think you're maybe.
Well, I think.
Well, let me ask you this.
Actually, tomorrow's it's going on streaming.
It's going on streaming, so that's tomorrow. We're recording this on Sunday, March 29th. So as of Monday the 30th, go check out.
Yeah.
Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. This movie did not do very well, though, did it?
Yeah, I feel like original movies are kind of suffering at the box office a bit.
You think so? You think for the most part? Like, I mean, really...
There's the exception with, like, Project Hail Mary, and then again, that was based off a pretty popular book.
Based off a really popular book. I think the only exception that I can think of lately is Sinners.
Yeah, but...
Where it's, like, a fully original movie that does really, really well. Yeah, I mean, definitely go support this movie. It was fantastic. Sam Rockwell... you know, I generally don't like when Sam Rockwell goes funny. You know, like he is in this movie Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Well, I think you might have heard of it.
It's one of my favorite books. Yeah. But he's in the movie, and I don't love him. I think he's a great actor, but I don't love him when he's doing funny. Usually, I think he's great in this movie, though. Yeah, he's absolutely great. Everyone is great. So yeah, let's do a high five. Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yep. And we will be recording next Friday.
Deal?
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.